More than 29 million Americans are living with diabetes. That's 1 in 11 people, and a staggering 86 million adults are pre-diabetic, which means they are at risk for developing type 2 diabetes.
That's right. I have family members, 2 with type 1, 2 with type 2, but you don't have to let diabetes win. There are things you can do right now to take control of your health. Registered dietitian Cristina Rebellon is here from the little clinic at King Soopers. The numbers really are staggering. 1 in 11 people.
Isn't that quite a bit?
That really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is an epidemic, isn't it?
It is. And did you know that this is National Diabetes Month in November?
I never know these things because there's a month and a day for everything.
It is
but
true.
Here
So
we
many,
are.
yes.
It
Yeah.
is true, but happy National Diabetes Month.
Yeah, it's so important to talk about.
It is, definitely. And many people watching this segment might think, well, I don't have diabetes, so this doesn't affect me. However, it is a very high likelihood that somebody that you know or somebody that you love does have diabetes.
So what does it mean? Because I know there are a lot of people out there just walking around. They have no idea they're pre-diabetic, which could change quickly, right?
Absolutely.
So what is pre-diabetic?
And that's such a good question. So basically, pre-diabetes means that your blood sugar levels are higher than normal, but not quite high enough to be considered type 2 diabetes. And the scariest part about it is that often it's symptomless. Many people don't even know, or there's very little symptoms for them to even have a signal at all.
So you kind of really have to go by family history and things like that. Now, is there an
Precisely.
easy test? I mean, I know that I've done the glucose test. And
Absolutely.
Is it still like if you're 100 or lower, you're okay as far as the score?
That is the normal, that is the cutoff, right? But anywhere above that, in the mid 100s, so think 100 to 110, you're looking at a pre-diabetes diagnosis.
Okay. And it's so easy to do those glucose tests.
Absolutely. Definitely check with your doctor, especially if you're over the age of 40. If you have somebody in your family that has diabetes or you're overweight, it is very important to get those numbers tested and talk to your doctor about it.
So will you automatically develop diabetes if you're pre-diabetic? Is this a given?
It's such a good question. Not necessarily, but you definitely have to take action. So if you don't do anything about it, it is a pretty high likelihood that you may develop diabetes. So that's why it's so important to take steps early on when you do talk with your doctor.
Yeah. You know, we've heard many, years, type 2 diabetics can reverse their condition. What are the best steps to take to reverse your condition?
Absolutely. There are great things that you can do. Number one, modify your diet. My job as a registered dietitian with the Little Clinic is to be able to work with people to figure out what is the diet that works for them. What are the habits that they need to change? So you might read online, oh, if I'm pre-diabetic or diabetic, I can't ever eat carbohydrates again, or I can never eat sweets again. And that's just not the truth. So what my job is to be able to show people that they can still eat the foods that they love, and they should, but to be able to do it in a healthy way.
It's all about the portions. I had gestational diabetes, and I remember getting my little half cup potatoes. You can still have them, but you have to bring it down. I remember those.
It's such a good point. People think that they can never eat pasta again, never can eat, and that's not the truth. It's just being able to do it in a healthy way, just like what you're saying.
Now you brought a little illustration that helps people kind of, figure it out and do the portion control.
So here's a little demonstration. So now you can kind of see this is what a plate should generally look like. So notice we're looking at mostly fruits and vegetables. You still have starch in the plate. I still have rice and beans, but it's a modified portion, and your protein's still on there too.
That's so great. So there's half of it's going to be your veggies.
You got it.
Right?
You got it. Half of it is your veggies. And aside from diet, of course, there are other things that you should be looking at too. I know you both are huge proponents of exercise. So important. Doesn't mean you have to be a marathon runner, that you have to go to the gym 3 hours a day, but maybe when you go to King Soopers, park a little bit further, or take the stairs instead of the elevator.
Yeah, it's amazing what walking can do.
It is so true. And when I would take my blood sugars after teaching a class, they would be significant lower than when I woke up that morning.
It is the natural way to lower your blood sugar.
Quick results. All right.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Christina.
Yeah.
So Cristina and the other dietitians at the Little Clinic inside Select King Soopers would love to help you out. For more information about pricing and services for you, your family, or your business, just send them an email at dietitians@thelittleclinic.com.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks.